Welcome to Current Chatter, the place where we dive into the latest news and happenings going on around the world. Join mother and son duo Kota and Losa as they engage in lively debates over current affairs and anything else that sparks a discussion. With diverse perspectives and a bit of fun, you never know what topics will come up next. Tune in every Friday afternoon for your weekly dose of Current Chatter.
Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday afternoon. You know what that means? Time for your weekly dose of current chatter. How you doing today, Kota?
I'm doing good. I'm very happy that it's the weekend. It has been a long week. Not as long as last week. I can actually flush my toilet and wash my butt.
Well, there's silver linings. It's like what we said last week, remember?
There's always a silver lining. We've been short-handed at work, so I've been doing a couple of other people's job along with mine, and I'm just pretty burnt out, just long days and But I'm valued, so I guess that makes me feel good. How about you? How's your week going, Mama?
It's going good. It's been a rough couple of days with the new job. You know how once you start doing the work, then you start realizing how little you really know.
Yeah. You feel like you don't know a whole lot?
Yeah, I feel like an idiot. But I'm trying to remind myself everybody was a beginner at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, if that isn't some mom advice, I don't know what is.
One thing I tell all the new guys at work is that every mistake can be fixed. As long as you're upfront about the mistake you made, we can fix it. It's when we find out you made a mistake and we have to come talk to you about it, that's when it sucks.
Hope so, because dear Lord.
And you're witty too, and you're intelligent. You'll catch on pretty quick. I have no doubt about that.
I think you have to say stuff like that to me, don't you? You have to be nice. You're like, she's my mom. I have to be nice to her.
No, it's the other way around. You have to be nice to me.
Because you're my mom.
No, because I'm your son, you goober. That's where the saying that you have a face only a mother could love comes from. Because your mom just has to love you, right?
Yeah.
All right, then.
True.
Yeah, no, every mistake can be fixed. You'll catch on to it. It's what, your second week?
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't trip, chocolate chip.
What do you have going on this week?
I've only got one, because like I said, it's been such a crazy week. Let me pull it up. This comes from People, like People Magazine.
People Magazine? Ooh,
yeah.
You're going out, man.
I am. I haven't looked everywhere for this. Okay. So, the headline is... Hold on, if I could... Do you know how you open up, a web page, and then 5 ads pop up to where you can't even read what was going on?
Yeah. It comes from all the porn you download.
I watch porn on my phone, not my laptop. This headliner says, a rowdy woodpecker unmasked as the culprit behind 25 acts of car vandalism in Massachusetts.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
All right. So, a Rockport, Mass neighborhood is getting vandalized by an unlikely criminal, a woodpecker. Rockport resident Janelle says she was among the first to realize that the local woodpecker was behind a rash of car mirror smashings.
Wow. It takes a lot of power to crack a windshield. Do woodpeckers have that much power in their beak and their neck?
Well, I mean, they've got enough to, bust through wood.
I guess they would be strong enough.
He's destroyed 25 mirrors.
Oh my crap.
He is described as 18 inches to 24 inches tall, wearing black and white with a red head. So they've got pictures of him.
It sounds like a ginormous bird.
I know, that sounds pretty big, right?
24 inches that's 2 feet tall.
He is actually a pretty big woodpecker. When you're looking at him, I'm trying to figure out, where or why he's doing this. If it's, a mating thing or if he's just, a special bird.
I would say he was even if it is mating season, he's a special bird.
Yeah, they've got pictures of all the mirrors he's damaged.
I don't understand how. I don't know.
Oh, here it is. Experts believe the bat boy bird of Rockport, who is in the midst of mating season, saw his reflection in the mirrors and mistook it for a rival, leading to his pecking attack.
See, now that makes complete sense. You guys do stupid stuff when it comes to mating.
This is the power of the pussy. It makes you do dumb shit. This time of year is mating season, so all birds are getting into a very aggressive territorial courtship display. If they're seeing the reflection of themselves, they don't understand it's a reflection. They think it's a competitor.
Wow.
He is a pretty big fucking woodpecker. You have to just look at it with a sense of humor. It's for a limited amount of time. It's definitely inconvenient for some people. I think it's relatively entertaining. I think for the most part, the neighborhood is just embracing it and going with it.
I would be afraid of a bird who could break windshields and glass. That's a big bird.
Are you seeing him? Are you looking at him?
No, my computer is not working. I'm sorry. You know how a piece of crap of a computer I have.
Yeah.
I will look it up after we get off. But that has got, like, all I can picture is the big, like, the
Woody the woodpecker?
That was from when Woody the woodpecker.
Yeah.
Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, he's huge, Mom. Like, I wish you could see it. Like, I wish your computer wasn't being shit. Because you ought to see the damage he's doing. He's fucking up those mirrors.
Well, there you go. Whatever it takes, I guess, to find the right lady. Hopefully he's found a lady friend, a lady bird.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he's released some of that pent-up energy.
Mm-hmm. What insanity. You know what I learned this week? I learned that if you airtight your steak and throw it in your dishwasher, without any soap, of course, your dishwasher gets so hot that it can flash cook steak. And that the recipes people are coming up with now to cook your steak in the dishwasher.
So wait. People are, like, legitly cooking beef in the dishwasher?
Yes. And if I could get my computer to work, I would send you the link.
You gotta have these links open beforehand.
I did. Okay, here we go. Sending it in Facebook. Here we go.
All right. Well, they're coming up with, like, whole-ass recipes?
Yeah, it's craziness. And it just turned, and people are saying that it's going to be the new craze. That you just...
Mom, last week, do you remember telling me that the New York Post is fake news? And what...
I didn't say that.
Yeah, Wait, no. Wait. I've got it in recording that you 100% said that shit.
Here's the problem, Dakota, is it comes from the New York Post.
Okay, what's the problem with the New York Post?
They just are fake news.
And who gave you that information?
Fox News, of course. I was trying to pull stuff from the opposite news thing, but I ran across this in two different places, not just the New York Post.
But you just happened to be sending me a New York Post thing? I see how it is. I see you on your fake news shit.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. It says that your dishwasher gets up to 160 to 180 degrees.
I
I never knew that it got so hot.
Oh my god, that actually looks good. That picture there has, like, so there's a picture of what looks like a steak that's been cooked on a grill because it's got char to it. That can't be the one that came out of the dishwasher.
You just keep scrolling.
It's got a crust
down.
to it.
It's got to be some kind of seasoning that they put on it.
Hey, Lorenzo, psst, stop it. You're at work. Our local mascot is being a hooligan. Goober. Triss at work one time asked me if she could cook a steak in an air fryer. And I was like, if you want to remain friends with me, you're not going to, but I'm assuming you can. I couldn't imagine someone, like, making me a steak in an air fryer. Like, that just sounds ludicrous to me. But now people are making them in the dishwasher? What happened to just a good cast iron or a grill? Like, the fuck are people doing?
People are like, I got the no mess way to make dinner.
What do you think Pops would do if you did that?
He would lose it. He would like, I'll tell him about the story, but he'll be like, that's stupid.
Don't tell him about it. Just make it one day. Without it, like, before he gets home, just make it for him and ask him what he thinks of it. Please. Like, I will pay for the steaks for you to do this.
He will be so shocked that I made steak. He'll be like, he'll think I've got cancer or something again.
This is where you tell him you're pregnant.
Yeah, this is where we get the bad news.
No, I really would love you to do that. And you just make a mistake like that and not tell him.
The problem is He listens to all our podcasts, so...
Don't tell him I just won't release this one until after.
No, it's going to be a lot longer than that to go. So while the podcaster in question, whether or not that this could be done, recommends a Traeger grill or regular barbecue device for smoky flavor, if you've got nothing but a dishwasher cycle on before dinner, then there you go.
But like my dishwasher, it like takes at least an hour and a half. I can make something so much better in an hour and a half. I just don't want to believe that it's good.
Why? I don't know. It seems questionable to me. Like, is this really real? And that I saw on 2 different websites made me think, yeah, it's real. People are crazy enough to try this.
I am not one of those people. I'd love to say that I'll try anything at least twice just to know if I liked it or not. But I'm not trying
I'll
this.
try stuff twice just to make sure the first time wasn't a fluke.
Yeah, exactly.
What else do you have?
I don't have anything else.
Well, I was surfing the web this week looking for stuff and ran across something that I found very interesting that I thought that you would want to discuss in great detail. And that was people are out there looking for Bigfoot, and a couple of people have died over the winter doing that.
Did they die from exposure?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who don't know, I am a huge cryptid fan. I love cryptids. I love diving deep into them. My favorite cryptid by far is Bigfoot. My whole office at work is Bigfoot themed. They have a sign above my office that one of the employees put, like, she went and made me this sign for my office called the Squatch Den. That's how much Bigfoot stuff is in my office. So I can get down on some Bigfoot. I've never gone actively searching for Bigfoot. There have been supposed sightings here in Colorado. There have been sightings in Utah as well, but I have never actively gone looking for Bigfoot.
But you're not opposed to it.
No, not at all.
Like you're like, I would get in line for that.
Fuck yeah, I would. Just like I would ghost hunting. I 100% believe in Bigfoot, even though I've never seen him. That and ghosts, I don't know if I believe in ghosts. But like I remember when I was younger, me and Mom would watch Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures with the Taps guys.
Yeah, you did geek out about that when you were little.
We watched a ton of that shit. And I still to this day like to watch it. My new favorite paranormal show is Paranormal Caught on Camera. Have you ever watched that?
Here's the thing is I'm afraid to watch paranormal stuff like that caught on camera because I'm afraid I'm going to see something that I can never unsee.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm not going to stand in line and be like, oh, I'm going to get in line for that.
Here's the thing. I think the reason I watch that so that if I ever do run into it, it's not going to scare me as bad and I'll be able to like pay attention a little better.
No, I would rather have the absolute bejesus scared out of me than like, you know what this reminds me of? That one day we saw a ghost ka-tink upside the head or something. No.
There's this one video of shadow people. Shadow people freak me the fuck out. You ever seen videos on shadow people?
Yeah.
They're like just these dark black figures. And there was one where like there was a set of stairs, and right across the stairs was someone's room, and you saw the shadow figure like poke his head out around the corner at the bottom of the stairs and slowly start to rise up like along the stairwell. It was freaky as crap. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch that Paranormal Caught on Camera. They don't only do like ghost stuff, they'll do like UFOs. They've had like Bigfoots on there and like all sorts of different stuff. But yeah, you've got to check it out. I think you would like it.
No, it's that unable to unsee. I think I need to put that on a t-shirt. Unable to unsee. I don't want to see stuff that I can't unsee for the rest of my life. Like a couple months ago, I was scrolling on X, and just like, I don't know how I got onto this thread of like broken bones and arms and stuff. Ugh. Like how people when they break their bones. Ugh. And I can't unsee that, Dakota.
There was that show Scarred, hosted by the dude from Papa Roach, and I watched it was on, I think it was on, I want to say MTV, or maybe it was Spike. I can't remember, but it was like those videos of guys like skateboarding, and they'll fall and like crack their head open, or one guy was like trying to grind down a rail, and he slipped, and at the very end of the rail was just one burr, and he like hit his nuts on it, and he ripped open his nutsack. And he said he just reached into his pants and was like holding his fucking testicle. Like, his testicle was outside of the sack.
See, something I can't unsee.
You didn't see it. He wasn't like, oh my God, look at my nutsack. He just was like, yeah, I reached down my pants and I felt nuts. Like,
it's insane. And I can't imagine how bad that would hurt.
No. Oh my God, no. No. I'd rather be castrated. Fuck that.
That is kind of being castrated.
Well, castrated, they're just clipped off and you're, they give you the burn. What is that called? When they burn you to stop the bleeding? Cauterized it. So castrating's just like, they're gone and then you're cauterized and you're good to go. But that, like, no.
Oh, I'm a girl and that makes me nauseated.
It's no fun. I can't imagine it. No. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But go on about these guys in Bigfoot.
So they died from exposure from hunting in, let's see, where were they? A couple dies Bigfoot hunting in Washington State, which the little that I know of Sasquatch is Washington, where to British Columbia and Vancouver and the right up in that area, up into Alaska, is there's some really good Sasquatch hunting territory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the mountains. And I bet you're more likely to find them in Alaska, because there's so much uncharted territory in Alaska.
I just don't know.
They just found them dead. Do they have any, evidence? Did they look at pictures or anything? Were they successful in their search?
They set out on Christmas Eve. Who goes on Christmas Eve?
I go ice fishing on Christmas Day, so...
2 dead in Sasquatch hunt gone awry. A pair of Portland, Oregon men who set out on Christmas Eve to look for the legendary Sasquatch have been found deceased after days of searching. The 2 men, whose names have not yet been released, were 59 and 37. Searchers found their bodies in national forests of a densely wooded and mountainous acre. Oh, it's sad.
Yeah, it sucks if 2 people lost their lives for sure. But I want to know if they found any evidence.
That is all they say about the Sasquatch. They say nothing more about... Oh, wait, I lied. The family members who reported the men missing told authorities that they'd been out looking for Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. A group that collects sightings of the creature has recorded nearly 700 encounters in Washington state alone, Dakota, far more than in any other state or Canadian province.
That's wild. So I got to go to Washington.
Yep.
Yeah. Me and my good friend, we want to do the Appalachian Trail. And
okay. The one that goes from Virginia to...
Yeah, we want to do that in 2028 or something. It's like a 5-month hike or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But she went down this deep rabbit hole of all the cryptids that are out there, and she told me, she's like, you're not allowed to whistle at night. You're not allowed to talk about certain things because then you're just inviting them over here. And I'm like, bitch, why else would we go into the Appalachian Trail? Why else would we do this? I don't have to prove anything. I can walk far. I don't what are we doing?
I want to play with a Sasquatch.
I bet you it would depend on the kind of Sasquatches. Are they friendly? Are they aggressive? You know?
Oh, no. Here's the thing. Is your dad, who has spent more time in the wilderness than any one person I've ever met in my life, has never seen anything like that. I don't know if it exists.
But Dad's also not, I love him, but he's not the most susceptible person to paranormal stuff like that. He's almost paranormal repellent. You know what I mean? And to say that too is I wonder if people that believe in it, their brain tricks them into seeing what they're seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because he full-heartedly doesn't believe in shit like that at all. I'd have a better time convincing him the sky was purple than I could convince him of any kind of cryptid.
Yes, I 100% agree with that assumption.
It's either it's there or it's not. There's no gray area for pops. But that's crazy. I'm sad that people had to lose their lives over it, and I'm sad that there wasn't any evidence of what they gave their lives to.
I know. It says here at the very bottom, it says several other hikers and hunters have gone missing in the same area and also have passed. So I guess it's kind of a dangerous area.
Yeah, it just sounds like a treacherous area.
Some Sasquatch would make the area even worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's bad, and then a mythical creature may or may not be haunting it.
Well, you got it all wrong. Mythical creatures are like your dragons and like your fairies and stuff like that. He's a cryptid. Like, he can't.
He's just a Bigfoot.
You can't cross those lines with me, Mama.
Sorry.
You're okay. There's also like there's an off stretch of Bigfoots called what are they? They're oh my God, what is it called? Skunk apes, and they live in the bayous. So it's like a Bigfoot that lives in like Louisiana and things like that.
And they're called what?
Skunk apes.
Skunk apes.
Mm-hmm. They're smaller than a Bigfoot, but they're fucking stinky as shit because they're just sitting in the swamp. It's like a wet dog smell, I guess.
Ugh, that's awful.
And then you got your Wendigos and your flesh pedestrians. There's one, The Monsters Among Us, I believe that's the podcast. And he has people call in and tell their cryptid experiences that they've ran into. So they're like real people that call in, or people will write him letters, and then he will read the letters. And he stumbled upon, what were they called? The Mirrored Men. And it's frog-looking men in, tweed suits that, they walk all the same.
That's not true.
I didn't say it was true. I never said any of this was true. But,
frogmen in tweed jackets. Stop pushing me over that.
I'll send you a couple of podcasts. They're freaky as shit, and I could be totally butchering about how they look,
Because a regular person in a tweed outfit is terrifying. A frog in a tweed.
Mama's crying.
Too funny.
I had you up until the tweed suits.
You had me up until the tweed suits, Ben. There was nothing else.
But no, these mirrored men are kind of crazy. So they people will see them and then they just lose track of time. They will just time will stop and they'll wake up and it'll be several hours later. They have no idea what happened and the mirrored men are nowhere to be found. But there's several people that have seen these mirrored men, but you could look it up online and all you'll get is the podcast from it. So it's not a really known cryptid. And he's the gentleman who, I think his name is Derek from Monsters Among Us. He was the one who coined the name Mirrored Men because everybody was calling in and explaining what was happening. He just called it Mirrored Men. You're trying so hard to take me seriously, and I appreciate it.
Oh god, there's so much stuff that we could just.
I love cryptids with my whole heart. I wanted, if I could go back in time, I would be a cryptozoologist.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's 100% a thing. It's a college degree. That's what I would do.
That's crazy. Okay, I've gotten control of myself, but I'm still not sure I 100% believe in the mirror people.
If I sent you the podcast, would you listen to it?
I might listen to part of it, but remember, unheard, unseen. Don't need it.
Well, you don't see anything. You just have to hear it. You'll be fine. Stop it.
All right.
It's so weird that you're like that, the unheard and unseen, and I'm I just want to watch it, so I'm just not as shocked about it.
No, not me.
Yeah. There's nothing that shocks me anymore.
The thing is that my reality might seem a lot more crazy, and then not wanting to know the actual result of stuff. Maybe it could just be I'm gun shy for the last 3 years because I've had a really wicked 3 years of my life.
That's true. Yeah. But I watch Best Gore all the time as a young adult, and I don't think there's anything I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that you put in the notes of the show the different podcasts you recommend for cribbed people.
Cribbed. It's. Are you still stuck on the frogs? Cribbed.
Nope. Cribbed. I don't have a tweed suit.
All right. I think you might have changed the name.
Yeah, we definitely need the link.
Yeah, it is still Monsters Among Us. Yeah, he's got several episodes just with the mirrored men.
Cool. Put it in the link in the when we do the show notes and.
All right, I'll try and find my favorite episodes and pop them in there too, because they're freaky. There have been people that have just been sitting in their room, and it's not even people just outside in the woods. There's one guy on here, I think he saw them twice. I could go on and on about cryptids. Like,
Me and your dad are addicted to watching this Cowboys and Aliens show.
is that any good?
It's funny. It's so bad. It's funny.
Yeah.
And then you get so far into it, like we're 2 seasons in, and I'm like, well, now you're
invested.
Invested. We got to know what happens.
What you ought to check out is Blind Frog Ranch. That's in Utah, and it's these guys digging for Mayan gold. And every time they dig holes, something bad happens. Like one guy dug a hole, and he got this huge tumor on the side of his head, and they don't know what it's from. There's radiation all over that land and shit. Yeah, you ought to check out Blind Frog Ranch. I think you'd like it. If you liked aliens and cowboys or whatever, cowboys and aliens, you ought to check it out. It's on Hulu. If you don't have Hulu, I'll give you my login. Well, you've got Hulu because you're watching, are you up to date on your Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah. Crazy. It's getting crazy. I don't want it to end. I'm so sad. I don't want it to end.
I know. Is this their last season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Renzal. I keep asking them, how's it going? And they're like, well, this last episode was really just a story builder. I need to ask. That was last week. I need to ask them if their story toppled over, because they are into that show.
Yeah. A little bit more than me and Dad, but we watch it every week because like we said, we're invested with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when I was out in Utah that week, you had your surgery where you got your lymph nodes removed and the cancer removed. I sat you guys down and I made you watch The Last of Us. So you've watched the first season. Have you checked out the second season yet? Because it's just started to air.
Yes and no.
What?
Because I was just scrolling through and saw a bunch of spoilers.
Yeah. We're not going to give any spoilers away right now. I refuse to give any spoilers away. But
on this one.
Yeah, I need you to go watch it. I cried. Like, fucking baby cried. And I watched it twice the same night. I was like, this can't be fucking real. And I played the games, and I just was not, you're never ready for those big moments to happen.
All right, well, I'll try to get it in this week sometime.
All right, guys. I think we are going to call it here. Mama, you didn't have anything else to bring to the table?
Nope.
No?
Except watch out for Tweed wearing frogs. It could be bad.
You're such an ass. I love it. All right. They are freaky. When you hear it, I just need you to listen to it. Like, okay. Don't talk shit until you listen to it. Anybody that listens to it, please leave a comment whether or not you're freaked out by it, think it's real. I don't care. We're not a cryptid podcast, but maybe I should start a cryptid podcast because I fucking love cryptids.
You should. You do love it a lot.
I do. In my room, we'll have to post a picture on our Instagram. But I've got I have this huge poster in my room at my house with Bigfoot, like laid out like a sexy pose with a raccoon. Let me see if I can show you, Mama.
Yes. No,
do you see him?
That picture to you, remember? Yes. Remember I saw that same exact one on a guy, he had it painted on his tailgate?
Yeah. So you sent that, and like the same week, Rin ordered it on a canvas. I need to get it framed, but
that's awesome.
It's on a canvas. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. But I have a whole wall just dedicated to cryptids in my room. And then, like I said, my whole office is... Yeah, I really should do a cryptid podcast.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, find us wherever your podcasts are.
Do all the things. Make sure you like, subscribe. Please, please, please review. It would help us out a lot. Me and Mom, we'd love to do this. It would be awesome if we could do this for forever. I mean, I'm having a lot more fun doing this than I do at my day job. How about you?
Yes. Of course.
Yes. That's all she says. All right, guys. We will holler at you next week. Until then, please make sure you drink your water and talk to your therapist. And we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Shit my pants. Who shit my pants?